Hello, everyone. We have with us Mr. Shirish Kulkarni from Strota Consulting. So, sir, wonderful moderation, as always.
Yeah, I think it's a great opportunity, I would call it. And having such a vast audience and panel of people with diverse experiences and senior people, it is a great opportunity and also a lot of learning and a lot of exchange. I think as long as it went balanced and we trigger a lot of topics, I think it is good.
So, can you tell me how this kind of forums can forward the industry adoption of robotics?
See, typically, whenever we get this thing together, common message is definitely about how there is a transition from Industry 4 to Industry 5, from robotics to eventually getting it to, getting human back. So, cobots, so collaborative robots. So, I think that is definitely ingrained well. We started with the challenges in the industry for, say, 4.0, talked about, what is there in 5.0 and how to reach there. There is definitely a pace that it will take to reach about 5.0. But I think all these leaders would go back with that thought and message that, how they can themselves orient themselves and their organizations around that.
And what were the key takeaways from the entire discussion?
I think the way that Industry 4.0 maturity, we will talk about that. In fact, it's very clear about MSME not being there, some projects not being that successful. So awareness to be created for adoption of that. 5.0 on the horizon, how we can actually create awareness at the management level and get it down below. That was the second point. AI, ML, artificial intelligence is indeed there at pockets. It is definitely getting used at places. How we can actually multiply it with use cases that matter. I think those are the key takeaways. Looking at also auto as well as pharma, I think there was a kind of mix of both, giving that. Though auto is where you'll see a lot of adoption, larger adoption in pharma, or we wanted to extend it with healthcare also, is a little bit where it is on the horizon where it is happening. But I think that is the way it is.
And you hold experience in automotive and pharma industry. So what kind of innovations or trends are you excited about when it comes to automation and robotics?
See, I look at digital as industry agnostic. So wherever there is a process, wherever there is an end-to-end process, you talk about a digital twin where the product or process gets replicated in computer. Now that actually gives you ability to reproduce everything that is there in physical world to the simulation world or virtual world, right? There is a convergence of IT and OT that is called as. There further to document that process and get the footprint of all the steps that it has for value addition. This is called as digital thread. So we call earlier it was called as digital thread to help track and trace. So that basically goes, you take pharma for the manufacturing, pharma, talk about healthcare where, genesis of how the disease transcends, or you take manufacturing, you talk about aero, auto, I think it is the same. So I think core wise, if at all technology is there, adoption is there, we see that, the management gets the buy-in of where they want to head. There was a lot of discussion about, how business case or ROI should be put on front or eventually taken a little bit where now this tacit knowledge where 5.0 comes with the humans getting brought back. So the sense of human being having, tacit knowledge, abilities to decipher more, which is important, which is actually getting co-aided with robots working closely with human beings. So that is something which is important, which is common for both industries.